Taking a live look at our Fire Bureau weather camera this midday, and you can see the clouds still out there, and we're going to stick with a lot of clouds today. Temperatures already warming close to 80 degrees valley-wide, with exception out on the coastal areas. That's where we'll see temperatures just a little bit lower, closer to those low to mid 70s. Now, there is a cold front up towards the north moving through the Texas Panhandle. It is bringing some much colder air to that part of the state. In fact, a lot of cold air just towards our north and west, but this front's not going to have enough push to make it down here, unfortunately. So expect to see our temperatures, again, as I mentioned before, kind of a stagnant weather pattern here, and that's going to continue all the way into Friday. That's when we'll see our next cold front push through the area. So this afternoon, low to mid 80s out there. Again, that's inland areas, low to mid 70s there at the coast. And those winds are going to stay light, but they are out of the southeast. That will continue to bring in that Gulf moisture. And we'll see that as southeast winds, for the most part, stick around also until Friday. Now, they will start to shift around a little bit towards the south-southwest tonight, and that may actually help us a little bit in the fog category, at least further out west. But the humidity will still stay high for the better part of the overnight hours tonight. Now, there is an upper-level disturbance that's going to be coming out of Mexico, pushing off across South Texas, but we've got a pretty good capping across the atmosphere, kind of a lid on the atmosphere that keeps the moisture from really getting a chance to rise and create rain. So we're going to keep the chances of showers and a thunder shower tonight under 20%. The main energy will be well off towards our north, and that's where there is actually a general to slight risk of severe storms, but not down here in deep South Texas. And still could see some of that fog overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning. This morning, about the lowest we saw inland was right around 3 to 5 miles. That looks to be the case again for tomorrow. I think the more significant fog will be out over the Gulf waters once again, but just be aware of that, especially in rural areas where it could get just briefly a little bit thicker in spots. Overnight tonight, down into the mid and upper 60s to near 70 degrees with a south to southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. There is, look at your island a little bit closer there. The surf running 67 degrees and 1 to 2 feet. Rip current risk is low. High today at 71. As far as your wellness forecast, still looking at tree and grass pollen high, and your air quality once again is moderate. This has been pretty much unchanged for about a week now, so just be aware of that if you're sensitive to outdoor allergens and pollen and that sort of thing. All right, so tomorrow's going to be a little bit warmer, mid and upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Then we're back closer to the mid and upper 80s on Wednesday and on Thursday and on Friday for that matter. Now the front will come through in the afternoon, so I still think we'll see those temperatures well above normal once again. But once it pushes through, though, it is going to look pretty nice there, Daisy, although I just kind of broke the news to you just a little bit ago that, you know, Saturday night, Sunday morning is when we lose the hour and spring forward. I thought it was next week, not this weekend, and so I was a little disappointed and sad when I saw this because we lose an hour, folks. Make sure you change those batteries in your smoke detectors as well. That's 2 a.m. on Sunday.